We got to get Chuck in here. Ben, get Chuck in here. Let's say hi to Don. Hey, Don, what's up? Don? We lost Don.
Is that Don on the phone?
He wanted to talk about that the chimp story.
Oh, we got to talk about that one.
What is up with the chimps?
Oh my God, chimps attacked this man and woman at this animal preserve. There was some chimpanzees, and I guess these sound like crazy people anyway. They had a chimpanzee. They had owned a chimp, this couple. But the chimp had bitten off somebody's thumb, so they had to get rid of it. So they gave it to this animal sanctuary. Well, they went to visit the chimp because it was the chimp's birthday. So they brought the chimp a birthday cake. And they're standing around trying to, I guess, give this chimp the birthday cake. And some other chimps, now whether they were in a cage and got out of the cage or they weren't in the cage, I have no idea. I haven't been able to get that straight from what I've read. But these chimps attacked the couple. And at first they bit one of the woman's fingers. And then the man pushed his wife or this woman out of the way. And the chimps just attacked this guy mercilessly. I mean, they fucked him up big time. The damage report, where the hell is it? Because I would love to read it instead of just go from...
I should find that. I think I got some audio of the actual story. So.
Wow, I guess that's exclusive for us.
Really? Listen to this as you find the story there.
A man mauled by a chimp. His wife watching in horror. It's a story that has the country talking today. Now, as he clings to life, we have the shocking new expose about the dark side of Chimp and the latest on his condition.
And all that time, he was really not screaming. He was trying to reason with them. He couldn't do anything. He couldn't do anything.
For the first time, LaDonna Davis is reliving her chilling real-life nightmare, watching in horror as two chimpanzees savagely attacked her husband. It's a gut-wrenching story. LaDonna tells Good Morning America she and husband St. James were visiting their former pet chimp at a California animal shelter when two others escaped from their cage. The two chimps also severed Davis's nose. They chewed off his fingers and ripped his right eye right out of the socket. Imagine a primate coming after you, like this scene from National Geographic's Most Amazing Moments. Animal workers managed to shoot and kill the chimps as they tried to drag Davis away. Meantime, LaDonna Davis is struggling to come to terms with her husband's savage attack.
So this is very much touch and go.
Minute by minute, they told me. That's all they can tell me because they want to be honest.
Oh, my God.
Whew, he's 64.
He was trying to reason with the chimps?
Oh, he's 62. Yeah, he was trying to reason with them, with the crazed animals, his wife said. One was at his head, one was at his foot, but all the time he was trying to reason with them. Hey, look, chimps, could you not rip my face off? What kind of reasoning? Came around and chomped off my thumb. A male chimp, the wife said, my husband must have realized we were in deep trouble because he pushed me backwards. At that time, they both went for him. So they must have seen him go for the woman and thought it was some kind of competition. Lost all the fingers from both his hands. Dude, they chewed off every finger that he owned. And this isn't reattach his fingers stuff. You know those chimps just like mashed his fingers. Ripped an eye out of his socket, so that's gone. Ripped off his nose, a cheek, his lips, and part of his buttocks in the attack.
They just started eating ass?
And they were tugging on his genitals.
Why couldn't they put that? Remember the movie Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, of course.
This sounds like a scene that should have been in the movie.
Yeah, where's the nice, even those apes, they were vicious and stuff, but at least, all they did was, you cut out his brain, you bloody baboon! Look at you! You ripped off his fingers, lips, and buttocks, cheeks! Damn you.
Somebody pissed this chimp off.
Those things, how do you reason with them?
To the point of he went to did they not feed him for about 6 months?
Probably he was pissed off that they threw him in this animal preserve many years ago, and he's just been waiting and waiting.
Just waiting.
Waiting. That son of a bitch will come back.
I know his face.
He'll come back one day.
Here, is this the son? Guys, this is the son of a bitch that put me here. I bit off one finger.
Right.
And this is the guy that put me here.
This is the guy I've been telling you about.
Here he comes. The cage is open. Shh.
Now's our chance.
You bite his fingers off. I'm going to bite his genitals and his buttocks. Yeah, everyone thinks of the chimps as these nice things that wear the little blue jean coveralls. Isn't that cute? And maybe a little engineer hat.
They hold your hair.
Yeah. What's cuter than a chimp wearing an engineer hat and coveralls? I defy you to tell me there's nothing cuter. And when they, lose their minds and start biting at your genitals, buttocks, and rip your face off, you got to look and go, this thing would look adorable in a little engineer hat. I'm trying to reason with you. If you stop eating my face, I'll buy you an engineer hat.
And I'll put a diaper on you.
A little diaper?
A little diaper.
And they hold your hand. And you ever see when they make the kissy lips?
Yeah.
And they go, mwah, and they kiss you? People put their faces right next to them. Or they go, they make noises. You're not thinking they're going to rush at you and bite your face off.
Pull one of your eyeballs out and eat it like it's an olive.
Oh, they ripped his eyeball out.
Ripped his lips, his nose, and started eating his ass, pulling on his genitals.
Eating his ass.
And ate every single finger.
You're looking at your stubs.
Oh, my
your
God.
Bloody stubs of fingers that are left, just going and trying to reason with it. How do you reason with one of those things?
All the footage you always see, you always see chimps. They eat bananas and lettuce and stuff. Oh, no.
No, they're liking some face.
Yeah.
Ooh,
we want
people face. When was the last time you had a little man face? It's been a while. Bananas and oranges they give us and apples, but, a nice bite of man face? What's a man fingers? Yeah, I'm in the mood. You? Yeah, let's go.
Hey, I would love to go to the phones to take this whole discussion to the next level, like Eric Logan was teaching us down in Washington. Right. Just when you've exhausted a subject between yourselves, you take it to the next level by going to the phones.
Opie, it gives it a whole new life, is what he was saying.
Sure. Remember he was telling us that?
He said you could bring up a subject,
right,
and then all of a sudden when we're done talking about it, you can go to an expert.
Right.
And all of a sudden the expert breathes a whole new life into the subject, so it's not like we're beating it to death.
Right.
When the subject is done, all of a sudden, we're done with the subject? No, the listeners can then get involved, and now you have 3 lives to one subject.
And this is Radio 101 that he's trying to teach us.
Oh, of course.
I'm going to follow Eric Logan's advice. I think we've exhausted our discussion on this. Chuck is in studio. Chuck Vinson. Vinson, Vinson, right?
That's right.
You're not really an expert, but we'll make believe you helped us out. So let's take it to the next level, and get the listeners involved.
Next level. And Opie, contrary to our own thoughts on this, that we should go to the phones or not, we don't think going to the phones is a good idea. But Eric Logan seems to think this is the way to go.
Radio 101 if you're doing a talk show. So
look at the new life that's going to be breathed into this subject.
So for once, we'll take his advice.
Maybe something we didn't cover.
Sure. We're going to take Eric's advice for once.
All right.
Because we don't know how to do this on our own.
Sure.
Let's go to Ben's raw ass. Ben?
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey.
Yeah, I work in this animal preserve, and I've seen those monkeys, and it's in Harlem.
Ah, there you go.
Hey.
Thank you, Eric. Hey! Thank you, Eric Logan, for giving us that info that we should go to the phones. Because the listeners do give a new dimension to the whole thing,
sure
don't they?
do, man. They're part of this show just like you and I, Anthony. Joe, what's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I was doing my own reading on this, and I think the way it all started was the monkey was waiting until the guy was going to work and said, hey, I want to talk to you.
Thank you, Eric. Because one thing the show needs, when we're done with a subject, when we've exhausted a subject completely, we need, hardcore hateful racism. That's the one subject we didn't really cover here today. And Elo, he knows.
Hey, I'm just following Eric's advice.
The phones.
Taking a topic to the next level where you get the listeners involved. So let's say hi to Keith in Jersey.
Jesus.
Hey, Keith.
Hey, guys. Maybe the chimp started biting because they finally took him off the Zoloft.
A Mike Tyson joke. There you go. Took him off the Zoloft.
Well, sure. Let's go to Ted.
Hey, didn't I see a video of these 2 monkeys on the pizzeria video?
The pizzeria video where the guy is standing on line.
Yeah,
and he gets
2 monkeys, I'm pretty sure.
And he gets beat up, of course. Yes.
So many expert advices here. I love this.
Oh, it's just... we have a bevy of experts just eagerly waiting on the phone.
Because this is how you do radio.
Chime in.
This is how you do talk radio, according to Eric Logan. So why not? John, what's up? John?
I didn't know our phone lines were tied into 1954.
Hello, guys.
Everyone's smoking Lucky cigarettes out
Smoking Luckies and making Negro jokes.
Guys?
Yes, John.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Hey, listen, they did an interview with those chimpanzees afterwards.
Yeah.
And they said, we wanted to bite his nose to spite his face.
That's
But I'm bummed.
kind of funny.
All right. There you go.
I kind of think that's funny. It's that awful little cliche.
Sure.
Cut off your nose to spite your face.
Wow. Instant feedback getting involved, too. From a mobile device, this person just writes, who was this guy? Reginald Denny?
Ah.
Sue from Jersey, what's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Hey.
Hey, listen, I don't know if you guys remember, you're from around here, but there used to be a chimp, Mr. Jiggs. He lived by my house, and the guy used to put him out on a swing on the front lawn all the time. He just used to sit outside swinging. In the meanwhile, he used to bring him to day camps and put him out by the 5-year-old kids. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I
kind of remember
he never
that.
blowed anybody's face off.
Well,
Yeah.
you do that to a monkey or a chimp, I think eventually they're going to want to get payback.
Well, every once in a while he'd give him a cigarette, so it couldn't have been all that bad.
Yeah, they like. Isn't that cute when chimps smoke? It's like, hey, look, he's having a cigarette. He's almost like a person. You know, until they show their teeth and rip your face off.
And rip your fingers off one by one.
Oh, you know how crazy they are too? Do you ever see some of the specials on Discovery when they go out into the wild and you see the chimps in the wild and they're throwing like trees at each other? And their hair gets all like puffed up and they're beating the crap out of each other. That's the chimp, not the you ever see the old late 60s TV series Lancelot Link's Secret Chimp?
Yeah.
Where they dubbed in the talking and made him talk and it was like a private eye show. That's cute. Look, he's in a little trench coat and a hat.
Well, I think what the mistake is, when you see a lot of these animals on TV,
yeah,
and then us stupid humans, we see that, wow, that guy has a pet lion, I'm going to do it too.
Right.
What they don't tell you on TV is when they bring a lot of these animals out on these shows, they drug them a little bit.
Yeah.
A little sedative.
A little tipsy.
Just a slight sedative just to keep them calm.
You have to.
Well, I have some information, gentlemen.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I do. They just released the name of this chimp.
Yeah?
Bubbles.
Oh, you think it's Bubbles from being abused
Bubbles. He's
so
been
much?
in rehab all these years, and his ass now is making a statement.
Perhaps he's ripped off Michael Jackson's face, and that was why he had to get a whole new rebuild.
Several announcements here. Bubbles.
More audio. Dark side of chimps, Anthony, just like you were just saying.
Ooh, the dark side of
quick
chimps.
little piece of audio.
One of the hardest things I've ever seen in my 11 and a half years of following chimps around the forest is this attack.
Chimp researcher Bill Wallauer is still haunted from these images.
He was able to walk away, but when they finally did leave him, I suspect that male wouldn't have been able to survive. It's impossible for me, for an emotional human being, not to feel so sorry for this young male. But from the chimp's point of view, they're simply defending their territory. I mean, it's what humans do all over the world, and we're hearing about on the news every night.
It's the kind of attack explored in Dark Side of Chimps. You look at what compels chimps to attack humans. In this amazing video, you can see the chimps mount an all-out attack on a group of monkeys. Ian Gilby spent 4 summers studying the hunting behavior of wild chimps and made a shocking discovery. It might look like chaos, but there's a terrifying method to the attack.
Chimpanzees seem to be targeting the babies and the juveniles. The younger ones, the meat is more tender, or they're easier to catch. They do tend to prefer them. They often ignore the males or try to throw the males out of the way, or hit them out of the way, and get up to the infants and the juveniles. And the aftermath of a hunt is often very chaotic. There's a lot of screaming. They're pretty exciting to watch. Sometimes, the carcass gets torn in two.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. So there's a little taste of the audio. I mean, yeah, they're just vicious, obviously.
Yes. And they have that, what's called the retard strength. They got everyone knows, retarded people are a little stronger than the average person, because I guess when God takes something away from you, he gives you something else. So you take away a little mental capability, all of a sudden you got that strength where you're just like, and that's kind of what the chimps have. They got that little pea brain, smarter than, I don't know, a muskrat? Sure. But as far as people go, they're not quite that smart. And then what they got in exchange is that retard strength that could rip fingers right out of their sockets and tear buttocks apart like no one's ever seen.
Well, why don't we take one more phone call, Anthony? Let's say hi to Tony.
All right.
Tony wants to add to this. Yes, Tony?
Good morning, fellas.
Morning.
You know, I almost had a almost life-ending altercation with these chimps not too long ago.
Yeah.
They actually were trying to clean my windshield over at the 59th Street Bridge.
All right.
He went old school on us.
He really did go old school. There's really no squeegee.
There's no more
people.
squeegee men in New York City.
Maybe he's actually being accurate, and there are chimps now that I don't know. That would be entertaining, and I would probably stop, let him do it, and pay him $1.
Imagine, stupid us.
That'd be fun.
It's actually happening, and we thought he was referring to something else.
He could wear like a snorkel jacket, come up, and squeegee your windshield. That would be cool.
Yeah, that was the biggest horror show for us white people. Chuck, you don't have to worry about this.
The squeegee guy, the squeegee guys that Giuliani got rid of years ago.
It used to be the scariest thing ever, man. You're just waiting to get into New York City or out of New York City, and you're kind of online to get through the tunnel or whatever. And these guys would walk up to you with the dirtiest rags.
Yeah.
And who knows what was in the actual squeegee
Spray bottle.
Who knows? And they would attempt to wash your windshield for money.
Yeah.
And if you said no, sometimes they'd kick your car or do whatever. Spit on your windshield.
And there's nothing you can do.
Huh?
No.
There's nothing you can do. Absolutely, you were
at their mercy.
You were a sitting duck. You were just sitting there.
Remember when I used to take dollars and roll it up into a ball, and I would roll the window down and throw it like they'd be coming up to the car, and I would just throw $1 out, and the wind would take it and it would roll down the street, and like two guys would be chasing this dollar down the street, but it would keep them off your car.
Yeah.
You know?
And then these guys, while one guy was squeegeeing your windows, the other guy would try to reach in the other window and grab whatever you had on your
change
on your dashboard or whatever
else that was sitting there. Yeah, Giuliani took care of that.
It was an interesting little thing, to say the least. But we have Chuck in studio. You were a producer for Last Comic Standing, huh?
Director.
Oh, director. I keep saying producer,
He's
man.
a director. Yeah. He's a director, and I'm looking at your Internet Movie Database.
Hey, I finally
resume.
made it.
And, man, you directed a lot of stuff.
I've been around a while.
And you're a huge fan of the show.
Here's the deal.
I would have got involved with Last Comic Standing or one of your projects.
Here's the deal,
I had 2 years off, Chuck. I would have done anything.
I did not know. I got XM Radio August. And then I heard about you guys. Being on the West Coast, I didn't know who
Oh, so you had no idea who we were until August?
Wow. Until August.
Wow.
Because you weren't on the West Coast at all, right? We
were like in Sacramento.
Sacramento, but
okay.
That's not really the West Coast, though. That's just a weird little area.
And I'm not.
I've been there. I don't know what's going on in Sacramento. It's just.
It is another land up there.
It is strange. It's just all, I don't know, just office parks, and it's really boring.
It's not L.A.
No, it's not L.A. Then you go over the mountains, and there's San Francisco, which is a whole nother world, and then, down to the coast, L.A. But go ahead.
I'm a confident, almost 50-year-old black man, and I have to say to you two gentlemen, I am your new bitch. I am listening to you guys all the time. All the time, and I do have to tell a quick story here. Christmas. I hate L.A. because I don't know if the traffic is as bad here as it is there.
Please,
I'm in the car. I just went shopping. I'm in traffic. I got you guys turned on, and I actually pissed my pants in a brand new Mercedes when you guys did the eggnog thing.
Oh, yeah. Good old Pat from Moonachie.
Throwing up, I pissed my pants. And I'm not... Was that How many Now, this has to be a sound effect. How many... Was he actually doing this?
He's puking and puking.
What it was, Pat from Moonachie, we had this eggnog drinking contest.
Shit.
And he beat everyone by far, so we at this point decided to just let him keep going and going. I forgot how much was the final total.
It's something like 72
It was
shots?
something ridiculous.
I just got 8,000 fingers.
7 0
shots. Yeah.
7-0.
Double shot.
Wait, and then a 1. 701 shots? Oh, that was a thumbs up. Oh, okay.
70. Yeah, and then he gave a thumbs up.
Yeah, but see, the problem was he had diabetes, so we pretty much told Pat, you better get rid of that.
Yeah.
You better get rid of as much... 70? Thanks, Eric.
Eric came in here to let us know.
I think
Eric.
Right
Nathaniel, the intern, is on top of it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Not Eric, who's actually making money for being here every day. I like that kid, Nathaniel. He's going places.
He's the one in the red shirt?
No, that's Derek, you idiot.
Derek. I get them confused all the time. I don't know.
How? One's a foot taller than the other. It's not even close.
Names. Who are they? What do they do? I have not a clue.
Pay attention.
They get me.
So he has diabetes. He lost a toe. So we said, and we knew it'd make good radio. We're like, dude, you got to get rid of as much as possible.
Yeah,
so
I heard you guys.
He never puked on his own. He could have kept going, but he finally, did the old two fingers.
Yep.
And then floodgates were open, and that's the audio we play from time to time. But
please tell me you got that on video.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Oh yeah, we do. It was up on Foundry Music for a while.
It's horrific.
I'm thinking, dude, we got a live broadcast a week from Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We should do some kind of drinking. We can't do beer, obviously, because there's all sorts of problems with that.
There's a law against it.
But we should do some kind of drinking contest.
The milk is
at the Hard Rock Cafe.
That just comes right up.
Milk?
Yeah, comes right up.
Can we get a prize?
I don't know about that.
We'll talk about it during our useless conference call today.
Our conference call meeting from later?
We have these conference calls twice a week. They're completely useless.
Always a pain in the ass.
But we humor them and we go, yes, okay, still working on that. Okay, good. Well, how about this? I'll get back to you. Okay, good. All right, thanks. This was great. We'll talk to you Thursday.
Getting all these executives. Wouldn't it be funny if it's like, guys, you're not on the radio, you're not on the TV show. Shut the fuck
So you're
up.
a new fan. That's pretty cool.
Oh, I'd love it. And spreading the virus, I've gone beyond that. I'm spreading the AIDS in L.A. I'm telling everyone, and they're loving it. I've told at least 12 people.
Dude, are you under house arrest, or is that a watch?
I love this watch, man. I love this watch. This is...
What the hell is it?
It's a stock watch. And it's it's only like $80-$90.
Really?
Doesn't it look like one of those ankle bracelets?
It's the best thing, man.
This looks like a house arrest bracelet.
Me of the old Dick Tracy. Remember the Dick Tracy watch?
Yeah, the TV watch.
How do you tell time? It says 8:40.
8:40.
8:40.
How do you tell the time? It's like 8, a 4, an O. This is a crazy watch. It's 8:40 and there's an 8, a 4, and an O on this thing.
Did I tell you I'm only 75% healthy?
Really funny.
No, but
how does this tell time with these wacky, strange numbers? As opposed at 9:20, it's going to be 9:20. How am I supposed to read that?
All right, I know that sounded really, really bad because it's radio.
It did.
But look at the visual. How the 8 and the 4 and the O are combined.
Yeah, there's a
little
8 on top, and then under it is 41.
Right, so you're not thinking 8:40 or 8:41. Right. It just it looks like. I'm sorry.
It's pretty cool, futuristic.
I'm not gonna be able to explain this. Here, Chuck, have your.
I'm gonna put this up on my wall.
Oof.
Oh yeah,
this is classic.
There's pictures of Pat from Moonachie puking for you to bring home to life. So anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Those stills of people puking are amazing.
So Chuck's in studio, and...
I'm looking at his Internet Movie Database thing. You directed 9 episodes of The Cosby Show?
Cosby Show, the first run, back in the 80s. 84.
Yeah. 84.
You directed those?
Yep. Started off as stage manager, worked my
way
up
as AD.
You
said you're almost 50 years old?
Yep.
You look like you're in your 30s.
Oh, thank you.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
That's it. Will Smith. All these guys are blown up.
Sinbad and Friends.
Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
You might want to scratch that one off the resume.
That lasted for about 6 seconds.
I never got Sinbad. Sorry. Just never got it.
One of my favorite shows back in the olden days, Clarissa Explains It All.
Tell me you watched that.
I used to love little
You watched those
Clarissa.
little breasts grow every season.
Watch her go through a little puberty is what that was. That's right. Wow. You Bet Your Life?
Bet Your Life again with Cosby.
All right, Cosby was
which was
that one.
Yep.
Martin.
Living Single.
Wow.
So
Sister.
Been around.
Man.
You got any stories on these guys? Like Martin?
You ever see Cosby grope anybody?
Yeah, come on.
Those stories
Here's
are something.
the story of Biel Cosby. No, you know what? You know how you have the best 5, 10 lists? Cosby, I have to say, when I came out from L.A., never been in New York, ever, he hooked me up with more pussy.
Really?
Cosby?
Models. Cosby. And he was just like, Chuck makes $2.5 million. I don't make any... And
just go with it.
It's to the point where I had to turn it down.
Man.
Because I had to go to work.
So
Chuck, you gotta give him the NyQuil. Get them all drugged up and bend her over the table. Passed out.
This is how you do it.
Wow, yeah. So he used to hook you up with models.
Me up with models.
That means he had to be doing something. I know you're not going to say anything, but come on.
It's all going to be in my book.
If he knew how to get you, pussy.
Oh, man.
Please.
It's just to the point of it was just stupid out there. They would come to the show and be in this dressing room, and I'm just like, I'm supposed to be professional, be professional. Thank God they didn't have the laws back in the 80s as they do now. You can't even look right now.
Right. And was Camille ever around when these
Camille
chicks
was
were?
around. Yeah, Camille used to come. Not
Not
around.
when the chicks were.
No.
And what was Cosby, kind of a flirt, with the girls and stuff?
Hey, he was the hottest shit back.
Yeah.
He was the hottest thing back then.
Yeah.
Now it's to the point.
I play a doctor on TV.
Did you ever see Lisa Bonet naked?
Lisa Bonet. Oh, I remember the first time when she tried out for this. She was 16, and the reason why she got the part, she had half her face made up.
Really?
Half her face made up, and it was so unique. That's how she got the.
So half her face was her natural beauty, and the other half was what.
And then again, too, to watch her mature. I mean. The
we
exposure
watched her mature.
There were just girls on TV that you watched turn into women, and it was just a marvelous thing.
Tootie? See, I'm a breast man.
Tootie's tits got huge. They took off.
I mean, it's to the point, like you said, you watch shows back in the day. I used to watch Soul Train only for the line. I wouldn't watch Down
The Line,
The Line, and Rosie Perez used to be on the show.
Really?
Oh, Rosie.
Coming down the line.
And the pants started to drop. And, hey, 30 seconds, that's all I need.
I'm looking at... sorry, I'm out of this conversation.
Yeah,
but
Tootie went from thank you, Mrs. Butterworth, to,
Thank you,
Tootie.
Thank you,
Thank
Tootie.
you.
I'm looking at naked pictures.
Oh,
of
Lisa Bonet, naked pictures.
Proving, ladies, that you don't need big ones.
Is that from,
My
what
God,
was that movie called?
So sexy. Angel Heart.
Angel
Remember
Heart.
Here's the deal with Angel Heart.
Wow.
This was the second season of doing the show.
Yeah.
She comes up to me and she says, I have a chance to do a movie. Do you think I should tell Bill? And I said, if you don't tell him, he's going to find out about it in the press, and the shit's going to hit the fan.
Yeah.
She went to him, and, he gave her his blessings, and the next thing you know, she's up on the big screen.
Yeah, and she's taking her clothes off. I don't think that bode well with some of the people, though, because she's supposed to have, there's an image as a Huxtable. You're not supposed to be taking your clothes off. It's like that chick from Seventh Heaven. The older daughter that was on Seventh Heaven. What the hell's her name?
Darn it.
I know everyone's screaming it at their radio.
I know. We can't hear you, though. I'm sorry. We can't.
She is one of the hottest chicks in Hollywood right now. Jessica Biel.
Ooh.
What was the horror movie she did? The Chainsaw Massacre? The remake of that?
Yeah.
She's walking around in a wife beater. The whole she's unbelievable. And she did some nude shots while she was on 7.
Oh, my
Dude,
God.
look at the picture. Stop it.
Oh, my God.
Stop it. Stop it.
Once again, ladies, proven that they don't have to be big to be sexy.
Jessica Biel. But they're deceiving. They look kind of small there, but she's got nice size.
No, I love her.
She really look.
Okay,
look.
yeah. She does have a nice size.
She walked around the entire movie like that. To this day, I have no idea what the movie's about, what the storyline. It was the most distracting thing to have in a movie. I couldn't pay attention to the movie, and I'm not kidding. I couldn't pay attention to the movie.
Dude, I'm looking at the picture. I know you're not kidding. Relax.
Look at that.
Amazing.
That is amazing.
I'm so glad I'm not gay.
MrSkin.com is one of the best websites.
So she did some shots, and they pretty much threw her off the show, but she wanted to get off the show anyway. But it wasn't the image that the Seventh Heaven daughter was supposed to have. So when she did Angel Heart, some people around the Cosby set, I heard, were a little upset.
Well, that's what happened to Melissa Joan Hart. She did a spread in a magazine and caught hell.
Yeah, she did like a Maxim. Yep. Yeah. Because she was little Clarissa. And she was Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Explain it all, baby.
Explain it all. She had the boyfriend that used to come up through the window. Yeah.
Off the
Clarissa. And her boyfriend would climb up the ladder and go into would come into her bedroom. She's a little pubescent girl, and her boyfriend, or whatever it is in her room. And she would always wear the latest 80s fashions. You knew she was going to turn out pretty good, even back then.
Let's do the movie. It's 15 years later. Let's see what happened up in that room.
Right. When the cameras went off and the boyfriend was up in there, he's not crawling up that ladder just to say hi to Clarissa.
Can I have some advice, Clarissa?
Yeah.
No.
He's looking for a stinky pinky.
Unzip the pants. Explain this, Clarissa. You got some splaining to do.
There it is.
Yeah, there she is.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's all right.
She's not that great.
Not bad.
Hey.
As far as fantasy women go.
But, you work with her every day. She's
a little frumpy. Know what really wrecked it for her? She was in that Britney Spears video. Britney Spears looking all hot, and then she was in one of the videos as her
Melissa
friend.
Was? Wow.
Yeah, as one of her friends.
Yep.
As one of her friends, and she just didn't look anywhere near Britney.
Yeah.
And she's probably could hold her own, obviously, but you throw her next to Britney Spears, that's gonna drop your number a bit. If you're like a 9 around your friends, you're like a 6 around Britney Spears.
That's a pretty good picture.
Yeah, it is hot, but that's professional photographer. Blah blah blah. All right, Chuck's in studio. Let's get rid of all the chimp calls,
He's got a
please.
good resume. He's got that, what'd you do, the 29th, 30th, and 31st NAACP Image Awards.
Yep.
Jamie Foxx, I Might Need Security. What was that?
That was his last DVD before he blew up.
Now, the goddamn Jamie Foxx, I can't take him anymore.
Oh, my God.
I can't take him anymore. He thinks he's Ray Charles. Everyone else thinks he's Ray Charles. He's walking around now with an Oscar for playing Ray Charles. I've had enough of Jamie Foxx and his goddamn grandmother speech.
The grandmother speech.
The grandmother speech. Oh my God! Enough. And the news talks about it and his touching grandmother speech. By touching you mean kook. Grandmother speech that he talks to her when he sleeps in his dreams. That she beat the crap out of him, and he looks at her.
Beat the hell out. But I gotta say, I'm happy for him because it will not happen again.
No.
You
think that's it?
I think that's it.
One and done. Definitely.
And you guys brought up a
But you know what? One Oscars, hey, anyone would take that.
I'd take it.
Look at how bad we are.
I want to see him in his next movie like Jimmy, where he plays Jimmy J.J. Walker.
And no one cares.
Does it to a T.
Let's do it
You know?
And no one cares.
There's Ray Charles getting out to accept his Razzie Award going, Dynamite! All of a sudden, he is Jimmy J.J. Walker.
And if Ray Charles was still alive, you think he would have won the Oscar?
No, I think it would all.
It's the whole pulling at the heartstrings because Ray's gone, and this guy did such a great job.
And everybody, he was a crossover. Ray was a cross. He's a household name.
Exactly.
And Don Cheadle.
Oh my God, what was that?
Good God, who was that?
Jessica Biel.
Yeah. Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, she's so filthy.
Wow,
you guys got to get a screen over here. Saliva's starting to dribble out my mouth.
You could see what she had for lunch.
Oh my God.
Let's say hi to Bill in Massachusetts. Bill.
Hey, what's up, guys? Your phone fucking sucks. Hey, on Martin, at the end of Martin, didn't that show end because he and that girl co-star, he punched her in the face or something?
It's that word that we're using and seeing in the news, groping. She just got fed up. He started touching and kissing. Started kissing, and she just got tired of it. I'm getting a paycheck, too, and I don't need to take this shit.
Well, Martin isn't known as somebody who's sane.
Oh.
Anyway, he's had his outburst.
Yeah, is he as kooky as they say?
In the middle of the street.
What? Martin is about 5'5", and I went to his house.
That's why he's so angry.
And this fucker has a basketball court in his backyard. I am not exaggerating. For him to be able to be in competition with everyone else, the basket was 11 feet. I kid you not. So everything I was throwing was bricks. He practices every day, so he was now 11 feet. Why? So he could be in competition with her. It's like,
so no one dunks on him.
No one dunks on him, and no one can hit a shot.
So no one posterizes him.
He would win. He loves to win.
That's funny. Let's go to Brian in New York City. Hey, Brian, what's up?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good. We're hanging with Chuck Vinson.
Wow, I really can't hear you. Still in on this Jessica Biel thing. She actually had all those photos taken when she was 17 because she was on Seventh Heaven and it was such a wholesome show, and she wanted to get tired. And she was hoping that doing the kind of racy pictures would get her kicked off the show. But they kept her on, and, she's on the show. But her parents had to give permission and all this stuff. And so those pictures are of 17-year-old Jessica Biel.
Wow. Very good.
Also,
thanks, Brian.
Blade Trinity. Find some pictures of her in Blade Trinity. She was in that just unbelievable. Again, I'm watching Blade Trinity going, I can't watch the movie. Have no idea what they're talking about. She's just too incredibly hot in that movie. dressed in like
I saw
some leather stuff, and she's kicking out. She was dressed in these black leather pants where her ass was just exquisite, and she's kicking ass in it.
I saw Laurel Canyon, I guess. The same thing. I have no idea what that movie is about. But that piece of ass, that brunette.
You're like, what?
Who ruined her body and ended up, I guess, finally getting breast implants.
Really?
She was... What?
Kate Beckinsale?
Yeah, Kate.
Kate Beckinsale.
She had just the hottest body, small boobs, but I heard she finally got implants. What an idiot. She was the sexiest thing in that movie. In pretty much anything she does, but...
Jessica Biel, and then that other one, that Scarlett Johansson chick.
Yeah,
and she's a little sloppy. And she's willing to get laid in an elevator.
I like a little skank. I've told you all along.
Me too. She's a little She's a little hippie. She's a little hippie.
Know who has a little skank? Drew Barrymore.
She's got a lot of skank.
Yeah, I like that. Little skank.
Drew has I have a term, H&H, heavy and hanging.
Yeah.
I love that. I don't want any little boys. I want to look at some weight going on. Drew Barrymore, oh yeah.
She's got a little, but she's getting up there a little, and things are starting to hang. It's starting to hang a little bit.
I would just put E.T. on as I'm having
fun. Yeah, there you
with.
go. That's when she hit her prime right there. That was when she was at the top of her game in E.T.
Hey, all right, why don't we take a break, Anthony? Chuck's in. Wow.
Scarlett Johansson apparently had sex. Whoa, where are those from?
Holy crap, they're that big?
Had sex in an elevator with Benicio del Toro. Where is that from?
Can you go back to that?
A love song for Bobby Long is called.
Yeah?
Look at that.
Nice. Look at the size of that.
Where is that cropped?
She's trying to block her tit with her hand, and she just can't even cover like a third of it.
I love that when they're just trying to cover up and they can't. They don't know where to.
It's too big.
Oh, it's just too big.
Oh, my bosoms are just too big to cover.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. What do I cover? The nipple, the underside, the top?
I guess I'll just do the best I can.
Trying to grab the towel that's
like
falling.
It's falling over the sides of her hand like mercury, She doesn't know what to do.
She's just dollop of mercury they're trying to hold in their hand.
She's just juggling it.
Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry that I'm nude in front of you. I'll do the best to cover up.
I'm so sorry. It's coming out of the sides of my hand. Hey, don't worry. No apology necessary.
Then there's other girls that could just take one hand and go like this. Here, I'll do the sound effect. Wait. All covered.
Smack it on there.
With the other...
Nothing poking out the side at all.
Nothing.
You could cover it with a hand that the chimp is bitten the fingers off of. Just nothing. Oh, where's that from?
Oh, hey.
What is that?
It's a perfect score.
And who is that?
Scarlett Johansson.
That's Scarlett Johansson's pink panties with cherries on them from under a desk with knee-high Argyle socks on.
And a little...
and a Catholic school dress pulled up.
Yeah. Right on. All right, why don't
this could be the hottest shot I've ever seen. Beavis.
They have to bring back Beavis and Butthead. Not the reruns. They gotta just redo that show. I don't understand what MTV's waiting for.
New situations, because I watched the old ones and still just laughed my balls off.
Hilarious.
It holds up to the test of time.
Beavis, I have seen the promised land.
Yeah. All right, listen, Chuck's in the studio. Chuck got to work with Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Wacko Jacko.
You guys got to tell me what happened over the weekend. I've been shooting the last couple of days here, and I've been hearing...
A lot of testimony coming out, a lot of incriminating testimony from one of the brothers of the victims saying that he's walked in, seen stuff, and some of the stuff he's seen. Pretty racy.
We'll get into all that